Morning, this is Brian. Today is Thursday, March 20th, 2025, and I'm here in Rancho San Diego, right next to El Cajon, at this place called Damon Lane County Park. I am parked there at the end of Calle Albara, and I'm going to try to see if I can link the trail in this park and get across a street or two and get up to this small hill near Cuyamaca College. About 720 feet in elevation. So let's see if this works out today. This should be interesting. Right now I'm just going to wander around for a minute or two, just check out the scenery. And I'm going to be heading this way, roughly south. And we'll see how this goes today. Should be interesting. So this is the back of the park here. This, I believe, heads towards Damon Lane itself. Interesting. Pretty interesting back here. Alright, look at this Washingtonia robusta. Pretty nice fan palms. Alright, well, I'm going to start heading down and I'll keep you posted on how this goes today. Alright, let's see. This looks interesting. Trying to figure out what kind of tree this is here. Is that a dove? There's something chilling, some bird chilling up there. I think it's a mourning dove, I think. I'm not sure what kind of tree this is. Trying to figure out what kind of tree this is. I don't think this is a pecan. I really can't tell. Bark looks like a pecan tree, but I'm not sure what it is. So today, I'm out here on the spring equinox. Today's the first day of spring. It started at 2:01 Pacific time this morning. And I am just checking it out. Look at these beautiful blue gums right here. This is Eucalyptus globulus, subspecies globulus. Look at that. Big ones too. These are big ones. Wow. These are well over 100 feet tall with fat trunks. And then these are sugar gums right here. Eucalyptus cladicalix. These are pretty decent sized ones too. Wow, those are pretty big too. Big crows hanging up in there too. It's a pretty nice looking park. Unlike a lot of the county parks, this one's free. This park at the end of some cul-de-sacs in the area. Like I said, I'm parked on Calle Albara. That's where I started my hike. I'm just gonna follow this till I think Whitehorse Street, I think is the name of it. Get off there, turn right onto it, and I think I'm going on a Fury Lane. And then I'm going to enter a small set of trail near the college, Cuyamaca College. And my plan is to hit a very random summit over there. I came parked over here by this park to make it a little bit longer. So it's not just a short little out and back. It'll be a little bit longer. At least get some steps in today. Beautiful morning out here. Nice and cool. And here we go. Yep, after the rains earlier this month, our California sagebrushes finally went crazy and sent up foliage. I got some oral sumac up here too. It's finally green out here. Alright. Keep on going and I'll keep you posted to the sugar gum grove here. I think a network of trails kind of crisscrossing the area. I'm just taking a short detour. Just check out the scene over here. That is a gorgeous eucalyptus Calyx forest here. Wow. These are beautiful trees too. They're not lacking in size, I'll tell you that either. There's a lot of interesting native and non-native botany going on in this vicinity. I notice there are a lot of olive trees around here too. Yeah. There's some Olea europaea growing here. I bet you these came up on their own too. Had a lot of olive thickets growing around here. Ooh, this one's been around for a while. Well, this one's been around for quite a while. Crazy. Yeah, so I'm just kind of exploring this little back trail first. A lot of prickly pear here. I'll be surprised this has got both hybrid and hybrid DNA in it. Wow, yeah. That's a pretty cool little trail back here. We got corn? Oh, that's crazy. Oh no, I'm trying to think. No, this ain't corn. This is giant reed. I was thinking this was corn. Looks like giant reed sprouting up over here. Look at these beautiful sugar gums. Yeah, it looks like this loops back towards the main trail I started hiking. Just had to explore back here a little bit. Ooh, Canary Island date palm. Boy, I have a few of those popping up here too. There's some random hills over there. Alright, so I'm going to go back the way I was going to go originally. This will definitely warrant some exploration a little bit later. There's even a creek down there. This will definitely warrant some further exploration as the day continues. So I'm heading right into this beautiful eucalyptus woodland here. Wow, these are some big trees. Oh boy, look at this. Some of these I wouldn't be surprised if they're close to 150 feet tall. These are some massive sugar gums. A little mourning dove. Wow. Sheesh. Yeah, some of these are some massive trees. Gosh. Alright, let's go head down this way and see. Alright. Let's see what else I can find on this adventure. Coming up on the creek, which is running pretty nicely right now. Wow. Wow, yeah, this is pretty neat. Wow, yeah. Let's see. Very peaceful down here. Alright. There's a little storm drainage or gutter thing head down there. Now I'm going to go back and get on the street. should be up on that trail over there. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Get on this street and see what street this is. Yeah, this wasn't the way I originally intended to go. I think I should have been on that side over there. Let's see where this leads. Maybe this will be a small loop on the way back. Anyway. I am on via Sefton, joining Calle Truckus. Yeah, so I'm going to turn right onto Calle Truckus. Or not. Interesting. That's a cul-de-sac. Maybe I need to go back on that side over there. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Go back on the trail and hit the other side. Alright, I'm back at the park. I'm going to go ahead and try this again. Head back along this way. Try to find the trail. Goes on that side. Because earlier I saw some people walking along there. So it must be a trail over there. So let's see. So I guess this will be an interesting little bit here. Yeah, I can see a trail on that side too. That's where I want to be, I believe. Let's go head back and go around. Alright, let's see if I can get across over there. There's a trail branching off that way. Let's see. I don't think this is going to lead me there. Let's see though. Yeah, I don't think so. Got to get through this gulch right here. There's a little waterfall down here. That's pretty neat. Dang, that's crazy. That's really neat. There's a small waterfall here. Tiny one. That's pretty sick. Let's see where this goes really quickly. Ooh. Wonder if this will lead to a crossing area. Ooh, it's muddy over here. Oh boy, let's see. A little series of cascades down here. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Not gonna lie. Guess I'll be exploring this area before I try to get across to the other side. Wow. That water, yeah, that water's a good few feet deep right there. Wow. That is so neat. Alright, well, I'll probably just head back along the main trail and just access it the way it's supposed to be accessed, I guess. Interesting though. It's a very interesting little spot. I'll tell you that right now. This is back where I first started seeing this Canary Island date palms and that older olive tree. Alright, well. Interesting. So I'll go head back to the main trail system, I guess. These rocks and prickly pears. Okay. Go find the main trail and see if I can get across. There's the main trail there. Just gotta look for the split going that way. First, it is massive blue gum eucalyptus. This is from earlier. This thing is massive. It's really tall and it's really girthy. This thing is huge. Eucalyptus globulus, subspecies globulus. That thing is massive. Alright, well, back to the trail. I'm just about back at Calle Albara. A little peach tree or something here. Pretty cool. Again, I assume that's a type of a walnut tree. That's the tree I saw earlier. This leafless tree here hasn't started budding out yet. That might be a juglans species. I'm not sure. Alright. I'm gonna get back over there and work my way around to the other side. There's where I'm parked again. The cul-de-sac of Calle Albara. I'm gonna follow this and see if I can find the right trail. Probably on the other side of this. Another mourning dove on top of the small tree of heaven. That's what these little small leafless trees are here. Yep. Alright. Back this way. See if I can find the actual trail that I needed. That was not the street I needed to be on. Over that way. Beautiful fan palms too. Alright. Let me go maneuver around this and see if I can find it. Walking around the north rim of the park. You can see some of the water trickle through here. You can see it picking up on the other side of this culvert. This must be that creek further down. There it goes, a toyon right there. Still got poems on it. Yep. It's supposed to be one of the other cul-de-sacs right here. I forget the name of this one. I'm not sure if that might be Damon Lane right there. So, let's go ahead and walk along this and see if this is where I'm supposed to go. It's a very nice park, I'll tell you that. Looks like another part of the creek over here. Oh, looks like this is another, this must be the main one. Oh, there must be a little drainage, little feeder creek or something. I'll take this trail and see if this leads to where I wanted to go. Oh, here's a holly oak. Quercus ilex. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Oh, there's a big toyon right here. There's a big toyon right here. Wow. All right. Some more exploration for later. All right, let's keep this going. See if this takes me where I'm trying to go. There's a nice laurel sumac. All right, keep you posted as I come out here in the sage scrub. All right, so I've come out here to the coastal sage scrub now. Heading roughly east right now. Yeah, we're out in coastal sage scrub. Black sage, California sagebrush, broomback rhys. A lot of stuff out here. Wonder where this leads. I said it might be a little bit of exploration after I hit the hilltop. There's a little trail going back that way too. Yeah. Use trail going this way too. Wonder where that goes. Yeah. Not bad. This place has its non-native groves of trees, and it's got native coastal sage scrub on the hillside. It's definitely a nice green belt area. Very pretty here. Oh, got some different types of shrubs here. This is different. I think this is an Ericameria. Yeah. I think this might be a variant of Ericameria palmeri. Either Ericameria palmeri, variety palmeri, or variety pachylopus, I think. This might be Grasslands golden bush. If that's the case, I'm pretty sure that is. I have not seen that in a few years since I lived in Orange County. Never seen it here in San Diego County. I think that's what that is. I'll have to come back here in fall. Usually that species is blooming in autumn, so I'll have to come back in probably October. This would be a great place to get another spotlight video, because I have not done a spotlight video in months. I think since October. I think October was my last spotlight video. That would be a great spotlight subject right there. That would be a very good spotlight subject. So I'll have to come back here again. This is not a very far drive from my house, from Santee. From Santee, I just get on 67 south, get off on Interstate 8, onto Interstate 8, get off on 2nd Street, go south on 2nd Street, and it turns into Hamasha. Keep following Hamasha all the way to Calle Albada if you're coming from the north. Easy to get here. Alright, so we're on the other side now. And now we on the other side of this eucalyptus woodland here. I don't even think I can see the hill from here that I'm supposed to be climbing. Okay. Guessing this is what leads out. I gotta find out what kind of bird makes that noise. I always hear that. I don't know what this is here. I guess this is a greenbelt trail. Alright, let's see. I think this will lead where I'm supposed to be going. This is a very interesting place, I'm not gonna lie. This is very interesting. There's some hills up here too. If I find any use trails going up there. This could be some side trips at some point. This is definitely a place I'd have to come back to film some plant videos, spotlights, and maybe some ode videos. And stuff like that. So now we're on a green belt. We'll see what happens. I follow this down. So I'm still heading on this beautiful, I guess you call it greenbelt trail. Just to the north is the park. And now, there's a nice big spiny redberry thicket right in here. It's a nice tall, voluminous Rhamnus crocea. Alright, here's a mountain I've admired since I was a kid, and I always point it out when I'm doing my views. Right there is San Miguel Mountain. Yep, overlooking Chula Vista and Jamul, those areas. Yep, that's good old San Miguel Mountain. I've admired that since I was a kid. Fortunately, unlike a lot of places I've admired, where I've summited, that one is all private property up there. So unfortunately, unless I'm willing to trespass, which is not a thing I like to do, I'll have to leave it alone and just admire it from a distance. I know people still climb it anyways, but I don't feel like trespassing to get to a peak, as much as I'd love it. Alright, so I should be joining, I think it's Weghorst. I think that's the name of the street I'm joining now, I believe. I'm going to turn right to get onto the road. It's nice sage scrub out here too. Alright, so I gotta do a little suburban walking now. I'm gonna turn right here, head down to the intersection, and I think turn left, I believe. I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah. My hill should be up there somewhere, so we'll see about that. I'll start heading down this way now. Alright, so now I'm on Fury Lane, I'll look to see if I can find a trail getting in there. Just see if I can find one. I think there's one leading from here. I gotta find my way to get up there. So let's see how this works. I think I'm going the right way. I see a trail going over there. Alright. Yeah. There's a trail over here too. I think I found it. Oh, good. Alright. Alright. Perfect. Okay, good. Right here. It curves down this way. Leads to the bottom of this gulch. And thus begins the next part of my adventure. Trying to get up there somewhere. Alright. See up the way. I'm gonna start heading this way, roughly west, and see where we end up. Alright, so that's where I started, right where that car is. Just came straight up here. Looks like one thing, there's a lot of use trails cutting through here, so just I think my route is gonna head roughly west or south of the peak, or north of the peak, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to think. But I think it'll be south of the peak. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the trail and skirt near the edge of Cuyamaca College. And then there'll be a trail branching away from it to gain the summit. It's not a straight shot, I don't think. Alright. There's where Cuyamaca College is, right there. So this might be a false summit here. We are so close. So dang close. San Miguel Mountain. We're so close to it. It's almost like I can reach out and touch the antennae on the summit. This hill here is basically the other side of the valley that separates this area from the foot of San Miguel. See, I think this was a false summit here. Could be worthy of a side trip if there's a trail going up there. Yeah. So we got Coast Cholla popping up right now. Yeah, that's pretty over here. Looks like we're going to go down into this valley. So let's see. The hill might actually be up there. That might be where the summit is. Let's see. Yeah, this might be a false summit. If it is, might look for a way to get up there too. I like to get a second peek if I can. Maybe on the way back. I think I saw some small trails that went up that way. So we'll see. Yeah, it acts like that cool little sub peak. All right, we're down to this canyon. All right, got some people out on their bikes. Okay. We all like to enjoy this coastal sage scrub. Let's see. Wow, this is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like that'd be a cool little sub peak. Maybe a climb later. Maybe on the way back. Bet you I could find a use trail up there. Might not even be a peak though. It might just be a edge of a ridge. It still could be a very, very worthy trip. Well, now we're in this wooded laurel sumac grove here. Okay, I'm digging this very much. I think this will be the only summit I've climbed this entire month so far. I was almost going to do East Mesa or East Mesa and Cuyamaca, but yesterday I just couldn't get out yesterday. All right, let's see. Is this a trail? Okay, so I'm gonna turn right. Yeah, that is a sub peak. I'm gonna see if this will lead me up there. Turning right to start ascending this portion here. Way back, I gotta look into that one. If there's a use trail up there, there's no way I could miss that one. That looks like a really cool little mini peak. Let's see. That's pretty up here. Very nice. I hope this leads up to the peak. Like I said, I have to see if there's a use trail. Go up to that sub peak right there. A little more overgrown over here. It's not bad or anything, it's just kind of nice and rugged. I'll know when I'm actually at the summit when I find the highest point of the area. Yeah, that sub-summit right there looks very appetizing right now too. All right. Yeah. I think I see a pathway going up that way. Stay left of the drainage culvert. Let's see if this does. I hope it does. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right. Yeah, it get pretty steep over here. Man, views are really opening up. Really crazy. Get some good views coming up here. Looks like it gains up here. Wonder if this one's going to be obvious when I'm there. Wow. Whew. Give you a good little workout. I have to crack open my first water. Whew-wee. All right. I'm above that small sub-peak. Wow, yeah. Views are really opening up something fierce back here. Love it. All right. I'll see you on the next clip. All right. Climbed up quite a ways. A little rutted. Just watch your step. This is a really cool little trail. Not gonna lie. Wow. Whew. Good views up here. I think I'm near the summit. I think it's right up there. Some kind of can or something up there. So the top of this hill is going to be about 720 feet. So I'm calling it Hill 720 on my video. Let's see if this is going to be a peak or if this is going to be a false one. Let's see. I don't think that's a can. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Let's see if this is it. Looks like it. Yep. This is it. Hill 720. All right. This is the summit. This is where I wanted to go. I found it. All right. So when you see this thing ahead of you, if you're trying to climb this summit like I am, like I did today, this is your landmark that you're just about there. It's a nice little climb to get up here. Not gonna lie, pretty steep in spots. Good little workout, have to admit. Looks like I'll have to point out some views in a minute. Be prepared for that. Well, I guess it's that time. I'm on a summit, so I guess it means it's time for pointing out the views. Time for the viewfinder, folks. So I'm going to start by looking west. And that's out towards La Mesa and Lemon Grove. Out that way. And now we're going to be looking southwest, looking at Dictionary Hill over in Spring Valley. It's a hike I did back in 2023, 2 years ago to the day. It was an after work hike. That's Dictionary Hill right there, and there's this little sub peak that I visited that day, Hill 924, right out there. So let's go swing it to the south now, and we're looking at Mother Miguel Mountain above Chula Vista. That's one hike that I'll have to do one day. Take the Rock House Trail or come up from San Miguel Park, Mount Miguel Park, I think is the name of it. That's Mother Miguel Mountain. And there, of course, is San Miguel Mountain, which is off limits to legal hiker traffic, which is unfortunate. And then I can see Otay Mountain off in the background as we're looking more towards the southeast now. Looks like Otay Mountain. Now I'm swinging it around a little bit more. And of course, that rounded lump-shaped mountain out there I point out all the time, Lions Peak, and that's over towards the back of Jamul. And a little bit closer up, we got McGinty Mountain right over here, which is also in Jamul. We're not that far from Jamul right here, actually. So yes, that's it right there. McGinty Mountain. And we're looking more towards the east now. So McGinty Mountain, that's on the east. Then I can see out by Cleveland National Forest, some peaks I don't recognize from here. And we're looking northeast, and there's Viejas Mountain over just on the outskirts of the city of Alpine. And then to its left in the background is Cuyamaca Peak. Cuyamaca Peak way out there. And I believe that's Flynn Peak. I think that's Flynn Peak right there, the one in front. I think that's Flynn Peak. Now we're looking more towards the northeast, and there's Big Bad El Cajon Mountain off in the distance right there. And that's going to lead us to the north, and I think I can see the ridge of Palomar Mountain way out there, way in the background. North, we're looking towards the hills above El Cajon, and just outside of El Cajon and La Mesa. And we're going to swing it to the northwest. And our final viewpoint is Mount Helix to our northwest, right up there. Did a hike up to that back in October of last year, beginning of October, an early morning hike. Yes, you can drive up to it easily, but you can hike it too. It's a short, very short hike, but you can actually hike it along suburban streets. All right, so yeah, this is pretty good views up here. I'm pretty impressed, not surprisingly. Doesn't take much to impress me. It doesn't take much to make me happy. A hilltop is usually enough to do it for me. Being out in nature, being on the trail, being on the hilltop, being on the peak and the canyon, that's all it takes. My park is going to be over that way on the other side of this small knoll here. That's where Damon Lane Park is. Pretty cool. Yeah, some good stuff out here. All right. I might look for a different route to get down, just to vary it up a little bit, and see if I can make a loop. Maybe go down that trail there that goes over that small hillock right there. And let's see. Okay, now it's time to start looking for an alternative descent line. I'm going to try to see if I can visit that sub-peak. I'm going to try to see if I can visit that on the way back. But first, I want to see what I can find by hiking along this. I wonder if I can get to that other trail going over that other little knoll I pointed out from the summit. Try to see if that'll work out for me. Wow. Yeah, the Rancho San Diego area has some pretty interesting opportunities for smaller scale hiking, and this is pretty cool. Try to see if I can link. See if there's a trail that cuts through here. Let's see. Look at this old buckwheat. Yeah, this is an old foothill California buckwheat. Eriogonum fasciculatum varifoliolisum. Ooh, this is a nice older one. Look at this. Look at the stems on this. Dang. Wow. Okay. That one's definitely had some longevity. Yeah. There are definitely some treasures here in the Rancho area. Yeah, here we go. Spiny redberry. Rhamnus crocea. Beautiful. Very beautiful. I'm trying to see what kind of tree that is right there. That leafless tree there. I don't think it's dormant. I think it might be deceased. I don't know. Yeah. I think it might have been a conifer or something. I'm not sure. Alright. Let's see if I can find an alternative trail. Alright, let's see. This is going to go where I wanted to go. I'm going to see how I can get down to that other side trail. Going over that small hillock over there. Alright, so I guess I'll go cross back over the summit really quickly and see. Alright, so it looks like I found my next adventure. So this is the trail split right here. So this is where I came. This is from whence I came, right around the little rock pile. right up there to the summit. Now what I'm going to do is go down this trail here and begin at least some kind of a loop pattern. Wow, yeah, this is really cool out here. Love these little open space spots. Yeah, a lot of interconnecting use trails, going from one to another, going from one part of a main trail to another part. So you could probably just put in a couple of decent miles just wandering around these small hills here. Look at that gorgeous Coast Cholla right there. There's quite a bit of it around here. That's a beauty. That is an absolutely stunning beauty. There's a lot of Coast Cholla in this area. Wow, yeah. It's just fun being here in the hills. It's very fun being here in the hills. There's a pretty handsome laurel sumac. Sorry about the sun glare, but it's a pretty nice sumac right there. Malosma Lorena. Looks like some water tanks right there. I'm assuming that's what those are. There's a road right through there. It comes from a cul-de-sac, but probably a no-go. Right down there in front is that small sub-peak. I'm gonna try to see if I can make an attempt at climbing that. I'm not gonna bushwhack off trail over here in this area, but see if I can find use trails. I thought I saw what looked like small use trails going up the hill, I believe. All right, time to keep it pushing. Okay, so we're just about to come over this little hillock. There's the peak right there. I think it's the trail. The trail I went up is somewhere around there. One of those. Yeah, there's the summit right there. And I'm just going to go over this really small mound. This is kind of my route finding part of the day. All right, make some extra adventure for myself. Who got a chaparral yucca? Sending up its flower stalk. Chaparral yucca whippley. I'm starting to see more chaparral yucca over here too. Didn't really see much on the way up. I'm starting to see a few of them. Yeah, here we go. Right. Some younger ones that aren't quite ready to send up their flowers yet. Here's another one of these tanks. All right. It's a pretty cool little spot, man. I'm not gonna lie. The lizards are starting to come out for the day. Yeah, I just can't get over the proximity to San Miguel Mountain. They're so close to it. Just right there. Almost can reach out and touch the chaparral growing on that mountain. Yeah, so down there's Cuyamaca College. I'm gonna see if there's a trail that skirts along the edge of it so I can loop this out. Wow. Incredibly beautiful out here. And we finally had some rain in February and a fair amount this month. Finally got some greening up. So but I don't see any rain in our near future, unfortunately, so I think that might have been it already. Usually don't look to April for very much, but happens occasionally, so we'll see. Be nice to stave off the desiccating effects of summer dry season as far as you can. Wow, nice broom backers. Yeah, it's a very gently sloping trail here. Looks like we'll have a trail split over there. So when I get to the end of this, I'll have to figure out what my next plan will be. This could be an out and back portion here too. I'm not sure if this is going to be a looper. Not yet, because this is kind of exploratory. I didn't plan to go over to this side. I just planned to get to that peak and go back. But, you know, a lot of times I tack on adventures to my planned peak climbs by trying to vary the scenery, and usually can make some pretty cool adventures out of it. So when I get to this little hillock here, hopefully I'll get a good view of what direction I want to go. I'm not trying to go on the college campus. I'm not trying to go on it, that is. We'll see what the trail system looks like for the edge of that. So I'll see you when I'm over there. Okay, so I'm at the edge of this one. So as you can see on the last picture, I took the left fork. So I think what this is going to do is actually lead me down that way, where I'm not trying to go. So I think, let's see, this is where the use trail kind of ends, here on this little mound. Let me see. I think it's the end of the use trail. Oh no, it's like it continues a short distance over here. Let's see. Not very much used over here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. So it does continue. I just want to see where this leads. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn around here. There's a little running track for Cuyamaca College. A nice view of the campus from here. Pretty cool. It's a pretty nice looking campus. There's a trail I came around that right down there, the base of that small hill. But I think we're getting to some cryptogamic soil here, so I don't want to mess with it too much. I don't want to mess with it, so I don't want to start doing that. So I'll almost go back, kind of go back the way I came, I guess. Just go back over that hill and just kind of go back the way I came. Alright, well, interesting little adventure. Very beautiful adventure, that's for sure. Head back to the main track and work my way down from there. Starting to get some blooms here. San Diego bush sunflower. Starting to get its flower heads. Pretty nice. Baiopsis laciniata. Very cheerful plant of spring. Very cheerful plant. Depending on how much moisture availability, these plants, which are very drought tolerant, but if they have enough moisture, sometimes they can bloom into summer when it's dry. Usually picking in mid-spring. Okay. Very nice. All right. Go head over this next mound, and I'll look for the regular trail this time. All right, so I'm gonna have to climb back over this knoll. There's the summit again. There's Hill 720. So I'm back here. I'm just gonna go climb up, go back the way I came. I think if I follow this trail all the way, making the right at that fork that I pointed out, where I went left instead, I probably would have gone down there by that fire camp or that fire station or whatever that is, which is not where I wanted to go. So, looks like I'll get a good little extra elevation gain today. Beautiful laurel sumacs here on the hillside too. These are some stunning specimens. All right, so there's the trail on the other side. This is the trail that leads up to just below the summit. I'm going to be getting on that trail to take me back down the direction from which I came. So I just got to get up to this ridge line one more time. Yeah, this is gorgeous out here. All right, well, see you on my way down. It's back at the junction, right by where these rocks are. Again, that's the peak. I'm gonna go this way, start returning down the hill. All right. Very nice. Okay. I'll turn. Let's see. Let's see. Let me get up to the top of this. Here we go. Here's the trail. Yeah. Almost gonna start going down that way. Had to kind of think for a minute. Okay. Start maybe looking for a route to get up to that small hill right there too. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll see you along the way. See what other adventures I can get to do before I go back to the car. I've come down quite a ways. Right by this apartment section here, these apartments. Just quietly go down this way. Have a little shade on the way down. All right. Start heading down this gully. Yep. Alright, see you on the next clip. Alright, so I'm getting pretty close to the junction for the come up to a T intersection. I'll be following the trail back on the base of this hill. I'm definitely going to look for a use trail to get up there. Definitely like to get up to that. That looks cool. Let's see, I should be down at the intersection pretty soon. There's the college right there. Okay, here we are. Turn left, start heading back, and I'll just keep an eye out for a use trail if there is one going up there. I'm kind of curious about that little small peak right there. Very curious about it. All right, well, if I see one, I'll start ambling up it. I just hit the jackpot. So you get down to this gully bottom here, you start curving away. Appears to be a use trail right here. So I want to see if this leads me to the peak. Let's see, let's hope. Sure looks like it. Yeah, this is definitely a trail. All right. Seeking I shall find. Alright. Can't even see the main peak from here though. It's behind that ridge. Look at that wall of coastal sage scrub. Just covering these hills. Alright. It's gonna be a steep one, so I'm gonna have to take my time, but catch you on the next clip. So far, this is a pretty short climb to get up here. It's pretty steep, so just watch your footing. Yeah. Came from just down there, behind that rock on the bottom of the gulch. Let's see. Let's see. See if I can get around this. Oh boy. Looks like I lost the use trail. Ooh-wee. There was a use trail. Alright. Let me see if I can navigate my way to the top of this. So I found the use trail again. Good. Trying to stay as much on the trail as I can. about to summit this one. All right. All right. This is it. Second summit of the day. Don't know the elevation for this one because didn't really even see it listed there. It's pretty steep coming up here. I catch my breath. Here's the high point. Right here. There's a small use trail coming up that's easy to lose. Yeah. Actually, I probably could have done. So when I went down the ridge, if I would have kept going, it probably would have been a trail. The main trail would have looped around. Probably could have done that. But wasn't sure. All right. Time for my next summit selfie. And I'll just do a quick 360 pan. All right. Start by looking west, and I'm going to go counterclockwise. South. There's San Miguel Mountain again. East. That's towards McGinty Mountain again. North. Right there. Swing it around back to the west. Not bad, not bad. Now, time to maybe take a couple shots up here, a couple of photo shots, and then start working my way down the hill. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is where I came, is that's Whitehorse, and that's Fury Lane, or Fury Road. So I came from the park, which is over that way, behind the woodland of eucalyptus over there. I came through there, came out on Whitehorse, crossed over to Fury, and went down there and came up, went up to the first peak, and came back over here. So I got a few summit pictures, and I'll start working my way down. Let's see if I can navigate a different way to get back. There's a use trail going down the backside of this hill. The north slope of the northeast facing slope of the hill. So I see some trail down there, some trail. So I think I might be able to navigate an interesting loop configuration out of this, I think. So I'm going to try it and take another stab at some adventure. Very interesting day out here. Pretty close to civilization, but once you get in the middle of this coastal sage scrub out in some spots, it kind of feels a little away from it when you're in the little gullies and ravines. So I'm trying to see if I can link to that trail down there and see if that'll take me back. Make a much more gentle descent out of this backside of this peak. Yeah, well, found my way up here. Let's see where this goes. Wow, this is a cool little adventure. Gotta be honest with you. I know I say that pretty much every time I come out. It's because I make it an adventure for myself. See if this links up with that trail down there. We'll see. See how this works. I'll turn right here, follow this down. Looks like there might be some cryptobiotic soil a little bit. Just watch where you're stepping. I didn't realize there was some there. Down this steep hill right here. Let's see. Another trail, so I'm gonna go follow this. Yep, there's the hill. This should lead towards the main trail system. Olive tree. Interesting. So when I came down that backside use trail, maybe not the most recommended, it looked like there might have been some cryptobiotic soil there. So what I did is I was very careful to step around it so I didn't step all over it. I think that's what it is. It's hard to tell. Kind of had a bleached color to it. Wasn't too sure, so I just treaded very carefully. So it's not really a recommended route. Got a spiny redberry here. So like I said, I try to tread very carefully. This makes an interesting loop around the hill, that's for sure. Yeah, it's very nice over here. So I'm going to be intersecting the main trail system very soon, which I will turn left to access Fury Road. And we'll see. All right, I'll see you at the junction. Okay, so here we are, intersecting the trail. And when I first came out, basically just went up that way. So now I'm going to go back towards the road and try to get across safely. All right, I'm about ready to get back to Fury Road. Happy birds flitting about in the shrubs. Okay. That's been a pretty cool adventure, not gonna lie. It's been really nice. Lions Peak out there again. So there's Fury, and here's Whitehorse. Walk along the shady side. I'm going to re-enter the park Ooh, western fence lizard. Territorial display. Ooh, little territorial display between those two. That's pretty crazy. All right, so I'll re-enter over there. That'll take me back to Damon Lane County Park. Let's see if I can make a little side trip. Don't know if it'll work, but I'll see. There's a hill over here that's interesting too, so we'll see. All right, so I was gonna take a look at that hill up there, but it looks like this is a National Wildlife Refuge. I wonder what the name of this is. Sometimes these have different names. So I'll just leave it alone. I was thinking about trying to climb that hill there. Look at all these. These are all olives. These are all olive trees here. So what I might do is just go up to that stop sign, go through the crosswalk there, and just come back. So this is a little wildlife refuge. Okay. It's on Google Earth and Google Maps. It shows that this is an open space area, but you can't always trust what you see on Google Earth and Google Maps. Gosh, I know. I've been there plenty of times where I think I'm finding a trail to a peak, and I end up getting locked out, if you know what I mean. So I guess I'll go at the stop sign. Probably just cross over here. It's been an interesting hill to climb, were it not out of bounds. Kind of a neat looking area. That's a shame. Well, that you can't go over there, but wildlife refuge. Just gonna leave it alone. All right, so I guess I'll cross over here. Start heading back. All right, crossing Whitehorse. Right here, right at Calle Simpson. All right, so yep, this is good old Rancho San Diego. I have spent some time in Rancho San Diego as a kid. Never lived here, but had friends of the family lived out here, and we'd go and visit them. This was a long time ago. I had friends of the family who lived in this area. Really close to here, actually. And so I'd spend some time here as a kid, too. Definitely got some memories of Rancho San Diego, too. Our closest city is El Cajon, and then also Jamul is really close to here as well. So got some pretty close to some fairly well-known cities here in San Diego County. All right, so I should be back at the Greenbelt Trail pretty soon, and then I should be able to start working my way back. And I'll see you at the trail entrance. Oh, beautiful western fence lizard. What a handsome lizard. Look at that. There's a trail. Riding and hiking trail. Okay. Alright. start heading back. I got some African sumac growing here too. Arcea lancea. This one's growing more like a shrub. Multi-stemmed shrub. Very handsome. It's very beautiful. Arcea lancea. All right. Putting a little extra mileage today. Definitely more than I thought I was going to put in. Which is all good to me. Needed a little good, decent hike. Start getting the streak going again. It'd be cool to get up to that hill too, but I think that's off limits up there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, see you on the next clip. Keep you updated. First, look at that beautiful Canary Island pine. Nice looking tree. Right. Just about to re-enter Damon Lane County Park. Again, thankfully, this is a park you don't have to pay like a lot of county parks. You don't have to pay to get in here, which is pretty cool. Let's see if I can find out the name of this creek. Alright, so the rest of this should be a pretty gentle stroll back to the car. I was curious about that peak over there too, but I don't know. I'm starting to run out of energy. Getting tired. See if there's a way I can cross the creek over here somewhere. Let's see. I think so. Yeah, it's such a beautiful woodland here. Look at this. It's almost like we're in South Australia, where Eucalyptus cladocalyx, these sugar gum trees, are native. They're native to South Australia. I think they might be endemic. They might be endemic to it. Yeah, this is a cool little park. I said I'll have to come back here to do trees of San Diego County and maybe do a couple of those and do some other spotlight videos. There's some shrubs, some other plants that look like could be a spotlight opportunity. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cross this creek. I don't know the name of this creek. I gotta find out. I'm curious. Beautiful, beautiful little spot. Very beautiful here. I just gotta climb up this. Very idyllic. Quite a few people here this morning. I don't blame them. You live next to this. If I lived next to this, I'd be here all the time. Myself. Look at this gully. It's nice and cool down here. Starting to warm up. It's supposed to get up in the mid-70s today. Again, a little slightly above normal for this time of year. Yesterday was around 80. Kind of warm. That's so serene. Yeah, this is very pretty. A nice little park. It almost feels like being in South Australia over here. In the woodlands of South Australia. Eucalyptus cladocalyx is native. Yeah, there's some pretty large trees in here too. Some of these trees are huge. I think eucalyptus trees are probably the largest trees in San Diego County. They're larger than a lot of our native mountain pines. And there are some huge pines here in San Diego County too. But I think after the oldest sugar pines in Cuyamaca Rancho State Park burnt off or died off after the cedar fire and bark beetle attacks. Pretty sure eucalyptus trees are the largest trees in the county. God, these are so beautiful. Oh man, these are so beautiful. Awesome trees. Red-shouldered hawk time. You can hear it screeching off in the air. I think that was it too. All right. Should be back in my car in a few minutes. Kind of sad to see it end, but I do have to work tomorrow. Didn't go out yesterday, so went out today instead. Definitely not regretting it. Okay, heading back now. All right, look at that beautiful Italian stone pine. That's a nice one. Very handsome. Pinus pinea. Nice looking tree. Gorgeous. All right. After just a gentle stroll back. Should be back in a few minutes. Back to the big blue gum eucalyptus tree. Wow, what an amazing specimen this is. This is a huge tree. Ooh, there's a little breeze blowing right now. It feels good. It is kind of warm outside. Gosh, look at that. What a massive Eucalyptus globulus, subspecies globulus. What a massive tree. Love these things. Just the base of this tree is just massive. Some of these Cladocalix trees are a little taller, but this one's got height too. This is well over 100 feet tall. Wouldn't be surprised if it's like 130, 140 feet tall. It's a massive tree. Wow, what a beauty. Here's a Comodulensis. So we got 3 species here. This is Eucalyptus comodulensis. River red gum right here. We got 3 species growing here. So yeah, I have to come back and find out if this is a type of walnut tree. It's not a pecan, but it looks like it's related to it. Pecan trees leaf out a little bit later. This one hasn't leafed out yet either though. I think it might be, yeah, there's another one down there. I think it's either type of walnuts. There is a type of walnut growing around here too. There's a silky oak, Revelia robusta. But yeah, there is a type of walnut growing in here. It almost looks like Southern California walnut, Juglans californica. But I'm not 100% sure. It is leafing out already. Hey, we'll get that walnut smell on the leaves. Nice aromatic smell. It might be Juglans californica. native. Not very common here in San Diego County. North Orange County and LA County is where it's more common. We've got a grapevine here. Right here. It is vinifera. Hasn't started leafing out yet, but yeah, I can tell this is a grapevine. It's still dormant. Probably won't be much longer before it leaves out, because it is spring now. Today's beginning of spring. So that grapevine should be leafing out probably in a few weeks at most. All right, just about back at the trailhead. Over here. There's where I'm parked. So I guess that's gonna do it for this hike. Kind of sad to see it go, but I do have to go back to work tomorrow, so get home and get some rest. Another long week ahead of me. All right, well, Damon Lane Park. And this is the end of my video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. I really enjoyed showing you guys the beauty of this area. Hope to see you on the next hike. Coming soon. Hopefully next week.